Can I just say this? I'm in a mood here. I'm a little cranky. It happened to me again. Somebody stole my bike cover. That's the third one.
Jesus.
Can you believe it?
What are you supposed to do about this? I guess it's like nets in a basketball hoop where it's just like, that's the thing. You keep them as long as... Like when we played basketball in Astoria here, Moody McCarthy would always bring a net because they just take them, so you just put it up, and we started just taking them down with us and putting them in your pocket and leave. But you can't do that with a bike cover. But it seems like it's kind of like the basketball net. It's just something that gets taken.
I guess so. I mean, fool me once, I'm a kook. Fool me twice, I'm a chooch. Fool me 3 times, I'm a cum-guzzling Nazi over here. But I found a solution. And I think I'm going to crack the code and beat the crooks. So I've been Googling bike covers, and I saw one with a hole at the bottom that you can put the lock through. So now the lock's going through the hole, through the wheel, and onto the post.
Now, let me ask you this. Is there any damage to the bike? Are they stealing the cover and then taking a shit on the hood or whatever?
This is the weird thing, because I studied this, and I could talk about this for an hour, but I took a bunch of CBD. I'm out of sleeping pills, so I was like, all I got CBD, so I guzzled it. And if you guzzle CBD, you will get high, because there's like it's almost like non-alcoholic beer. If you drink 90 of them, you'll feel a buzz.
Sure.
Yeah, so I was pretty high, and when I get high, I'm paranoid. The wife's out of town, so I was just laying in my apartment in the dark, with the covers up to my nose, whimpering, and I kept hearing this homeless person outside going, oh, and now you're even more paranoid, so I'm panicking. I'm wet in the bed, the sheets are yellow, and I say, fuck it, you're 36 years old, go to bed, you're fine, you're just high, you're paranoid. I go to bed, I wake up, the cover's gone. So I assume this hobo nabbed it, and went and made a little bed out of it, or a canopy, or a mosquito net.
Well, that would be almost the best case scenario if like a homeless crazy person got it, because at least you're of service. Maybe he made a tent out of it, he can live in it. If it's just some whippersnapper stealing it, to wipe his ass with, or some other douche who lost his, so he's taking yours, that sucks. But if it's a kook, you can look at it, switch angles and say, hey, he needed it more than I did, all that bullshit that no one believes.
Right. Well, then you asked if the bike is in disrepair. The only thing I saw, and this is kooky and jarring, and it makes your dick hole sweat, there was a pile of cigarette ash on the seat. What the hell is that?
I don't like that.
I don't like that either. That means somebody goes, fuck this guy. Like in the 80s.
Did he burn a hole through the fabric?
No hole. It's like a pleather seat, and it just had the pile on it. But I wiped it, and it was fine. Yeah,
somebody ashed on your bike. I mean, I think I remember this time where we were putting a basketball hoop in our driveway, and which was silly because the driveway, you've been to my parents' house, it had like 2 huge dips. It was at an angle, and then it had like the tire dip where the car sits. There's like tire marks. So there's big potholes in the driveway. It was a horrible basketball hoop, and we had electrical wires running across the driveway. It was the worst basketball hoop ever. Yeah. You could only shoot from this corner.
It's too bad you didn't have a go-kart to play with.
Good point. Devastated.
Sorry.
So we built the basketball hoop, but you have to let the cement settle before you can put the top part on. So for a while, it was just like a 2-foot cylinder, like the base of the thing. And I remember one day I came home and there was a bunch of trash in there. It was like a pack of cigarettes, a wrapper, and the thought that somebody had walked through my lawn and put shit in our belongings, it devastated me, and it gave me anxiety of like, who was in our yard? Our cars were here.
Yes.
Somebody walked here. Somebody was in my shit.
Sing it, sister. I know exactly what you mean. It's the violation. You have no control. This already happened. Somebody did it. Somebody's a prick. They fucked you, and it's the lack of consideration. Like, I have this cigarette pack. I have this beer can. I don't want it. Fuck this guy. I'm throwing it in this little receptacle. That'll do.
Well, and you have the feeling that, like you just alluded to, that you're like, maybe they know me. Maybe they hate me. Maybe they were like, I don't like this family. I'm going to go stick a fucking pack of cigarettes in their basketball hoop thing.
Yeah, that's a factor. It all stinks. I just wish You just want to catch them and go, hey, what are you doing? Why are you ashing on that? You know, and they'll be like, ah. You know, it's almost like Twitter or social media where you can be really mean or a comment because there's no face. But you would never say that to the person in real life.
Right. Yeah, we got to get back to the face. The faces, face-to-face, face the nation.
Yeah, sit on my face, face off.
Facist robot.
So that's it's a bummer. So I got the new one coming. It's got the lock hole. So now when they try to rip it off, they're gonna have to take the whole street sign, baby.